Good morning, everybody. Trish Palmer here from Pellen and Palmer Specialty Hypnosis Training. So how are we all today? I hope you've got your cuppa with you. I've nearly finished mine. It's delicious. Do you ever have those days where you make yourself a cuppa and it's just like the most perfect thing you could have asked for? Like, oh, just love it. Just absolutely love it. So, today we're going to be talking about how to always get paid. So this is one of the big complaints in this industry, and it doesn't matter whether you're in a massage therapist, a hairdresser, a beauty therapist, an accountant, consultant, whatever. This is one of the big complaints. Hi, Sharon. Oh, there's no sound. Ooh. Let me check that. Are you sure, darling? Oh, hang on. Let me check. Testing. There's sound, doll. Yes. Check your mic. Okay, so back to it. Yes, we do have sound, sort of thing. We've just got some people that are not connecting properly, so yeah. Check your volume, so not that they can hear me say that. Go figure. So one of the big complaints that we have in our industry when you're working in services is that, and you're hearing it over and over again, is that the client cancelled, the client didn't show up, maybe there's too many people doing it now. That's a big one. I've heard that is a big one. They owe me money. So there's people that are not taking clients because they owe them money, or maybe they owe a family member money. I'm not making enough just doing this. And it's like, well, okay, I understand that. I mean, I've been there myself. And a big one is I can't charge that much. I remember when I first told my father that I was going to be a hypnotherapist, he's like, yep, start off cheap with your prices are low and then you can put your prices up after that. And then my partner told me a very wonderful story about orange juice and how they priced it. And originally they made orange juice and they priced it at 50 cents. And when people would drink it, they really enjoyed it. And then another guy came along and he decided to create orange juice as well. And he created it for much, much cheaper than the people that were selling it for 50 cents. But then he decided that due to the marketing, the product, the environment, and just the sheer enjoyment that people got out of it, that it was actually worth $3 to sell. And that forced the people that were selling it for 50 cents to either put up their price and make a better product or get out of the industry. So when it comes to I can't charge that much, think of the orange juice. Like, what are you worth so you can charge? So just before we start, I'm going to keep doing this. We have our mentoring program launching on the 1st of October. Now, if you want the early bird access price for that, please shoot me an inbox, let me know, click on the link below, and you can book yourself a free half-an-hour consult and we'll talk about what we're going to do. If you decide to get on the early bird, you will get a month's free access at the start and you'll be part of the founders. So you'll be part of the people that drive the content, that tell us, hey, we want more of this. No, we don't want that. We're also going to help you with a free monthly online access to our brainstorming. So if you're having any issues, you can jump on, we can all brainstorm and help you out, put you back onto success, motivate you again. Because hey, even I've got days where I'm like, I'm not doing anything today. Staying motivated is one of the things that really, really can drag you down. Trust me, even I've had those times where I've had videos rolling and nobody's coming to watch them whatsoever. That's okay. It's all about staying motivated. We'll also help you with a monthly healing session. You will get access to all of our online training, all of our support, our webinars, our secret Facebook page where you can talk to not only me, but my partner John. And my partner John is the guy that does all the technology stuff. So if you need help setting up your web page, payment integrations and things like that, then we'll help you with that, okay? So if you want to jump on to our modern mentoring, please click the link below, book yourself a half-an-hour free consult and we'll have a chat. Because there's nothing better than selling your stuff online, because you have something to sell, something to teach people, something to show, and actually making money on it. So let's get on with today's session. So, the first thing is the client cancelled. Let's work on a bit of mindset here, okay? So, the client cancelled. When you have a financial system in place, it's legally binding, and you don't cancel, and they just don't cancel because they know that they will be charged for that appointment. So you're in the stage where you are now a business person. It doesn't matter what service you are in a business setting, and you really need to toughen up. You have a great product. It doesn't matter what it is that you're selling. You have this great product or service, but now you're in the world of business. We've really got to put on our big girl panties and step up. It's a vicious world, it really is. So the other excuse is the client didn't show up. Well, same as before. When you have a financial system in place, it is legally binding. They show up because they know they will be charged for an appointment. You have to toughen up in the world of business. I have had people pay for sessions and then never show up again. And they've paid $300-400 for these sessions, and then I haven't seen them again. I've contacted them, I've texted them, I've emailed them, and nothing. And that's because I have toughened up. There was a time in my life where I was like, you know what, don't worry about it, I understand. And then I'd put down the phone and I'd almost be crying because I couldn't afford my rent at the time. I couldn't afford my bills. I was ripping my hair out because I'm just like, oh my gosh, this person cancelled. I remember one day I had 5 appointments in. I was so excited. 4 of them didn't show up, all in a row. And I could just feel it coming on. And I was just like, what am I going to do? I cannot afford my rent this week. And that's when I realized that I'm in the world of business now and I have to step up. Another excuse that I hear is that there's too many people doing it now. That's a crock. That's an absolute crock. Seriously. When it comes to your service, it doesn't matter how many hairdressers there are, how many beauticians, how many hypnotherapists there are. At the end of the day, you have something that's better than everybody else. Grab onto that. That's what you're doing. Because nobody's doing it like you. They may like the coffee that you have. They might like the environment that's in your area. Maybe they just like the fact that they get to pat your cat. I have a cat in my clinic, and I have people who walk down my driveway and they're like, where's Oreo today? And I'm like, oh, she's out the back eating. Like, oh, I've got to see Oreo. So they're coming to me because they actually enjoy integrating with my cat. So the excuse of having that there's too many people doing it, that's an absolute crock. That's a real cop-out. And don't talk to yourself like that. There are not enough people doing all the services that we need. We need more police officers, we need more builders, we need more electricians, we need more teachers, we need more nurses. You can hear it all the time in every single industry. And then I hear people say, oh, there's not enough clients. Well, sure, there might not be enough clients because you're doing something wrong, okay? So giving yourself the excuse that there's too many people doing that, that's a crock. You've just got to do it different and do it better. You're providing a unique experience, so let's just toughen up and get into business. The other excuse I hear is they owe me money. I've heard this from a few people. Oh, I won't serve that person because they owe me money. Cut your losses. Move on. That's all you can do. Just move on. When you start putting in a system of success for your financial placement, it is legally binding. So in the world of business, you now need to know what it is that you are doing and how to charge appropriately for it. You're in the world of business now, and the bank doesn't care if you're being nice due to somebody else's needs. They're still going to look for their mortgage payment. The power bill's still going to have to come out. Everything like that is still going to have to be paid. So we have to toughen up. The other thing I hear a lot of as well is I don't make enough money. So I'm not getting enough clients. I don't make enough money doing this. You know what? It's completely okay to have a filler job as long as it's not your business model, okay? So if you need to have a filler job until you get enough clients, that is completely fine. But your filler job is not your life. It's not your identity. It's not who you are and what it is that you do. I am a hypnotherapist. Now, when I first started out, I was a massage therapist. That's exactly what I did. And then I did massage until I transitioned enough into hypnotherapy. I admit, it took a little bit longer than I first anticipated. I thought I'd be able to do it in 3-4 months. It ended up taking nearly 12 months. And at the end of the day, it's like, you know what? I've got to work out push to shove. There are heaps of clients out there. My massage was actually taking me away from networking more hypnotherapy clients. So it was actually taking me away from my purpose of what it is that I wanted to do. So it's okay to have a filler job, but make sure that filler job just pays what you need to pay. So if you only need to make $400 a week, just do enough work to make the $400 a week, and then spend the rest of your week networking for clients, looking for people, getting referrals, putting systems in place, and getting yourself up and out there. I have days now where I don't actually see clients because I want to work on my online content and helping other hypnotherapists get their businesses launched. Okay? So it's okay to have a filler job. There was one stage before I started the massage where I took in people's ironing. I was doing it for like $10 a basket, and I'd grind away, and I hated ironing. I still hate ironing. And I just grind away because I knew that was just the filler until I get the bigger thing happening. Okay? But don't spend your whole life in that area. You need to cut it back, live off what you can from the filler job, and then throw yourself into the rest, because that is how you get success. Also, another one I'm hearing is I can't charge that much. People get really shocked when they hear about what I charge and how successful that we are. And I'm like, why not? You're a specialist in the industry. Do you hear your doctor going around saying, oh, you know what, I'll do it for $50 instead of $200? No, because they know that they are a specialist in the industry. They've put really long hours into their training, blood, sweat, tears, all that sort of stuff. And they're going to charge for that. You're a specialist in the industry. You can charge those prices. There's heaps of clients out there. Look at the quality and experience that you are providing. What other knowledge that you have that nobody else has. That's where your true core of what you're charging for. That's the quality level that your client, that you're willing to attract. There was a time in my life where when I started doing hypnosis, I was doing it for like $30 a session. And I had a huge failure rate. My quit smoking was $50 a session. Huge failure rate. Like, it was just, I was just attracting those clients that were just like, oh, I'll give it a try. If it works, meh. If it doesn't, bleh. No, when I actually upped the ante, and it took a lot for me to get into this mindset as well. When I upped the ante and I started charging the same prices as the specialist doctors do, all of a sudden I got those clients that literally they wanted help. They really wanted help. They wanted to get themselves out there. They were sick of the bullshit, and I had that quality level of client, and then all of a sudden they were referring their friends and their family, and they were at the same level of quality. So that's what I do. I decide what it is that I'm worth. What are you worth? Are you really worth the $22 an hour that you're getting? Or maybe you're worth a little bit more. Even just yesterday, I had a client in for one session. She just came in for a maintenance session. No question about price. Even when I charged her card, I told her the price. She's like, yeah, pff. Because she knows she's getting the results that she wants. So you can charge more. So how do I do it? That's what you're all here to hear. Well, I recommend a debit system. I use a company called Easy Debit. And no, I'm not an affiliate with them, but I recommend them because they are a great system. I don't get paid to do this stuff. I recommend them because they are really good. It's legally binding. It makes you look professional. It's easy and guaranteed that you'll get paid, and can be done online or on your tablet. So this is Easy Debit. It's very, very simple to use. It's a very small fee each month. And I can actually do it on my tablet. I can do it on my phone. I can have a paper form if I want. I can do it across the phone. This is the site. So www.easydebit.com. So this one up here, this is the green one. Now, they're not just in Australia. They are in the US as well. So if you're watching us from overseas, the UK and stuff like that, you can get onto them and onto their different websites and get some information from there. So this is the Australian site. They're across the world as well. So Easy Debit is really, really simple to do. You simply add the payer in with your PC, your tablet, or the paper form, and then the payments can be taken out in intervals. So you can take a once-off payment, which is like the full amount. You can do a deposit amount and then weekly payments. You can do like a membership, like so a monthly payment each month until an infinite amount until they cancel. You can do fortnightly. You can really integrate it. You can do radio. I'm just going to take out this amount on the first of each month for 6 months. So the Easy Debit System is absolutely fantastic. The payments are taken directly from the client's card or account. And what I do is I charge 10% non-refundable deposit and then easy weekly payments from there. I never have to worry about the payment at the end of the session because trust me, even I've done sessions where I'm just like, oh, did I charge them? Shit, I forgot. I've done it. I've just gotten so wrapped up in the conversation and my clients got wrapped up in the conversation and they've gone off. And I've even had people ring me and going, oh, did I pay for that? And I'm like, oh, let me check the book. So it happens. You get raveled up in your clients' lives. So with the Easy Debit System, that really eliminates that for me. So I'm not getting wrapped up in the conversation. It is a very small monthly fee. Hi, Bazina. How you going, darling? Everybody has to meet Bazina. She is absolutely gorgeous. I love her. So it's a small monthly fee. It's only about $36, I think it is. And it's absolutely worth the peace of mind. There was at one stage where I went on a holiday to Tasmania for a month and I had a few people come in and they wanted to start their programs. And I said, oh, look, I'm going on holidays and I'm going away for 4 weeks. How about we organise your payments now and it'll be cheaper in the long run. I'll add an extra 4 weeks onto your payment system. And they loved that. It was great because I got to go to Tasmania for a month. I was still earning money. And then they actually brought their weekly payments down even further. So they had a longer period to pay it off. And it made them committed. So as soon as I got back, I was working with those clients. And it made them committed to the service because they'd already paid 4 or 5 weeks of payments. And they were happy to do that. So you can actually get paid whilst you're not working. You also get emails if the client cancels or if the payment hasn't been processed, because every now and again you'll come across a client where maybe the credit card hasn't gone through or maybe there's not enough money in their account. You'll actually get a notification about that and that way you can get onto it. So if my clients are due to come on the Friday, I make sure their payments always come out on the Tuesday or the Wednesday, and that's because that way the payment comes out. I can get an email if they haven't paid for it, and then I can contact them and say, hey, this hasn't been processed. The Easy Debit System is going to re-debit it automatically, and I don't want you to get a fee. What's going on? And I can have a chat with them, and then all of a sudden the money's in my account. Also, Easy Debit also gladly help with any legal proceedings. So if you have someone that says, no, I didn't get what I paid for, and they're taking you to court or something like that, Easy Debit will gladly help you with the ombudsmans and stuff like that. Heaven forbid that you should ever have to do any of that stuff, but it's good to have peace of mind as well. So there are other companies out there. You can use PaySmart, Debit Success, Easy Pay. You can just Google it. Just look up debit systems within Australia. To you too, Bazina. Love hearts, lots of love hearts. I love hearts. So yeah, so there are other companies you can use out there. Like I said, PaySmart, Debit Success, or Easy Pay. Just jump on Google and look up debit systems. Please, please, please make sure you read the feedback on the page and then read feedback on other pages as well, because there were some payment systems that had really great feedback. And then when we looked up that feedback, those people had requested for that site to remove the feedback based on their experience, and the company just hadn't done it. So that's why I recommend Easy Debit, because at the end of the day, we looked at all their feedback. We looked at all the feedback that was outside their website, and we found they were really good. Yes, they weren't as cheap as many companies, but at the end of the day, I'd rather have peace of mind and I know that my money's going into my account rather than having to chase them for it, going, oh, well, it was supposed to be in there on Friday and it wasn't. So I don't have to worry about any of that. So there's heaps of other companies out there, but make sure that you look at the feedback not only on their website, but on other websites as well. And you just type it into Google, feedback for PaySmart, feedback for Debit Success. That's all you have to do, and read about it. This is not a decision to be taking lightly, okay? But I found them really good. They've got really good customer service. They've rang me when I've needed them to. And when I was first starting, I was a bit confused about some of the terminology, because I'm like, well, what does that mean? And as soon as I rang up, they're like, oh, it's just this, Trish. And I'm like, oh, so easy. So yeah, I just didn't get the light bulb. So if you have any questions, please throw a question in the chat box. I'm more than willing to help you, because you need to get up and running. Also, if you want to get onto our modern mentoring system, book in your free session with the link below, and we can have a chat. We can make sure it's going to work for you, it's really what you're wanting, because there's nothing worse than getting onto a coaching system and it's really not what you were looking for. I've done it. I spent over $2,800 on one program, and I absolutely hated the person that was running it, because I thought she was just a chauvinist. So we'll make sure that we're all compatible. We're going to give you the right content and exactly what it is that you're looking for to get you up and launched. So book in that free session. It only takes 30 minutes and we'll have a yarn. And if there's anything that you would like me to do a video on, please shoot me a message, because we're here to help. Next week, we're doing episode number 7, which is all about external environments. You'll be amazed how much that can change your business just like that. All right, guys, have an awesome day. I'll catch you next week, 9:30 a.m. on Wednesdays. Have fun. Bye-bye.